So working for Abbott, we appreciate all the students here. We want them to come back to the Valley to work for the company, or anywhere for that matter. But it's a privilege to represent Abbott. We've sponsored this for many years. We truly believe in students moving through and helping the community.
Education is important to the Water District, and seeing these students who are already practicing stewardship, it provides us the opportunity to interact with them and to encourage them to bring their talents back to our community. And we interact with so many school districts, 11 school districts. This is just the perfect way for us to have that interaction with them, and in the hopes that they'll return back and give back to the community. Another thing that we need to think about is right now, everywhere, we're suffering the silver tsunami. We have a lot of people who are leaving the industry, and we need these students to come back and replenish these jobs. And what better students to have than students who are already in the community, who have grown up here. So businesses, this is the best opportunity for you to get involved and to encourage these students and to fill these positions that we're losing as our retirements start to happen with the baby boomers.
Well, the Student of the Month program is very special to me personally because I've been involved with it since I was an administrator at Murrieta Valley High School, which takes me back to 1996, and providing opportunities for our graduating seniors to be recognized on a monthly basis for their contributions to their school, to their community, and for their academic success. And then also the Student of the Year, to be able to provide those students, one of those Student of the Months, a scholarship opportunity to recognize what they have done for their community, what they've done for their school, and what they've done academically and what their plans are for the future. And so that's such an important thing for our students, that they feel valued by not only their school and their district, but the community at large, all the businesses and our city and our Chamber of Commerce. So that really gives them that idea that what they do at their high school and in their community makes a difference, and somebody truly cares about them. So that's not only important for those seniors that I've been working with since 1996, but also I've had that personal opportunity as a parent. So both of my sons were recognized in 2010, which makes me feel really old, but 2010 for being Students of the Month for their contributions to their school, to their community, and what their plans were for the future. Yeah. So for the students who receive this, it's very special, and you'll hear that through their messages as well when you see them thank the sponsors. But it's special to them because it gives them the opportunity that they feel special by their community, they feel valued by their community, they feel that they could go out and wherever their plans are for the future, that they can continue to serve, whether it's in the college environment or within the businesses, and then come back and share with their community. So it makes them feel valued, and it allows them that opportunity to pay it forward. So now that they've been given that opportunity, I see that these students are going to continually give back. And my own sons do that as well. They contribute.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for your flexibility this morning. Welcome to our 24th annual Student of the Year Scholarship and Recognition event. I am pleased to announce that this year's scholarship award is $2,600 for each of our 7 Student of the Year award winners. So at this time, to begin our breakfast, I'd like to bring up Cameron Stevens from Student Venture to lead us in prayer.
Good morning. Would you stand with me? And on behalf of Student Venture Club in the Temecula Valley, and on behalf of Monty Sharp, our director, I just want to congratulate all the students. Hi, Noah. Good to see you again. I just saw Noah a couple nights ago. But this is such an amazing event, and it's a blessing to be a part of it every single month. And the culmination of it right now, at the end of the year to see where you guys are at this point is amazing. We know the stories. We're going to hear them again, and to know what you're doing and where you're going and how God is going to bless you guys tremendously as you move on and bless this world around you. It's nice to know you. I can say that. But let's pray, and I want to pray for you. Father, we come before you this morning and thank you, Lord God, for this special day. This special morning that we get to be here to celebrate these students and all of their accomplishments, all of their time, all of their gifts, all of their community service, their academics, in every which way in which they have blessed their campuses, their community, and this world around them. Thank you for their lives. Thank you for blessing us with them. Thank you for the encouragement that they are to their family and friends, and where they are going now, Lord God, the plans that you have set out for them from the beginning of time. Lord, I pray that you would bless them and honor their efforts in all that they do. We thank you, Father, for the parents in the room that have been such an encouragement and support. We thank you for the administration and the teachers and the other school officials who have come alongside of them to guide them and direct them and help them along the way. Thank you for the community members in this room that are support and encouragement as well. Lord, it's such a blessing to be a part of an amazing community. And I just pray, Lord God, that you would be with us now this morning. We thank you and praise your name. In your name we pray. Amen.
Please remain standing. At this time, I'd like to bring up Mayor Kelly Ciarto to lead us in the pledge. And after that, we have Angel Hudak from Murrieta Mesa to lead us in the national anthem.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me the honor of leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone will place their right hand over their heart and repeat. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was amazing, wasn't it? You can be seated. Thank you. Thank you, Angel, for blessing us. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Students of the Year and their principals. From Murrieta Mesa High School, we have Principal Steve Ellis and student Jolene Chu. From Murrieta Valley High School, we have Principal Mark Pettengill and student Hannah Tudor. From Calvary Christian School, we have Principal Derek Roth and student Grace Hellman. From Vista Murrieta High School, Principal Mick Wager and student Kelsey Waite. From Springs Charter School, Principal Tammy Jackson and student Noah Harrell. From Murrieta Canyon Academy, Principal Martina Beach Hedges and student Anthony Bryceland. And from Oak Grove School, Principal Tammy Wilson and student Lanaya Todd. On behalf of our founder, Sally Myers, who could not be with us today, please welcome Jennifer Myers, FAM, our MVHS 2002 Student of the Year winner and co-chair, to share our mission statement. Jennifer is a great example of one of our students who went off to college and returned to Murrieta, started an education consulting business, and has volunteered for the program for over 10 years. 10 years. It's been a long time. So welcome, Jennifer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the club, Students of the Year. Okay, so if you finish your breakfast, turn around and get comfortable because it's a good long morning we have coming. But I just would like to thank you, Miss Walters, because she'll always be my Mrs. Walters, high school principal, for the lovely introduction. I have been blessed to be a part of this program as a recipient and then to come back and to volunteer. But this program is amazing, as you all have learned. Our founder, Sally Myers, started the program over 26 years ago in Temecula. And then it grew to Murrieta, and then Lake Elsinore, Paris, Menifee. We have honored over 8,000 students in the 27 years. And now the program has even expanded to Hemet, San Jacinto, Banning, Beaumont, Fallbrook, Vista, and Escondido, because a sponsor in the room or a family member was so inspired that they created a community program as well. And so we are so excited that this mission has really grown within our community. And it really is a one-of-a-kind program because we are the only ones in the country that do this. So the mission statement and how your son or daughter was chosen today. The mission statement of Student of the Month program is to provide a local high school recognition program which will acknowledge and honor college-bound senior students for their character, their love of learning, their commitment to academics, in addition to their participation in athletics, school activities, community service, or the ability to persevere and overcome a difficult life circumstance in a setting that honors God, country, family, freedom, community, and free enterprise. So your students really do encapsulate that mission for us, and we are so excited that you all are here this morning. But in order to have such a wonderful program, there are so many people that have come together to love on you all and to bless on you. And I want you to remember as you go off that there are so many people always doing quiet little things behind the scenes to make sure that you are remembered, loved, and cared about. So don't ever forget that. So students, let's acknowledge all of the volunteers who make this program happen. So our chair is Miss Llewellyn Fickey. If you could come to the front. She is our scholarship coordinator and scholarship application, and she runs a lot of our behind the scenes. Miss Jerry Selway, if you can come on up, she is the person that you all are going to really love because she's the one who's going to help cut the check and send it to your schools. So Jerry plays a very important role. Monica Gutierrez, if you can come on up, she is our publicity. Miss Kim Garcia is our accountant from KSG and Associates. Andrea Canchola is here. She is a volunteer with the program from Costco Warehouses. Dan Stake sends his regards. He's normally one of our greeters from Alta Pacific Bank. Andy Morris is here from Farmers Insurance, and he's one of the happy faces when you first walk in. Miss Rhonda Levine is our communications. She runs a lot of our back-end stuff and does a lot of work to help organize our program every month. Mrs. Walters, our MC. From Murrieta Unified School District. Derek Gonzalez is our gift coordinator. He helps put together those awesome bags full of gift cards, students. So we appreciate him for that. Lori Whitler, is she here? And she's from Alta Pacific Bank. Holly Meserve is from Poppy Bank. Jennifer Ramusin. And Miss Catherine Pepe is also another volunteer of ours from Loma Linda Medical Center and Temecula Olive Garden, or olive oil. It's been a long morning. So come on in. Not the Olive Garden. She's from the olive oil company. Kind of a garden. Something. So if we can get a quick picture of all of our volunteers.
This way, big smiles. 3, 2, 1. Too much fun, but now you're done.
Thank you. So let's give all these people a round of applause. Our program is run completely by volunteers, so as you can see, it takes a whole village. And at this point, Ms. Walters is going to come back up and have a good program with us.
Thank you for pointing out that I was your principal. I was 12 when I started, so. Anyways, I'd like to acknowledge our special guest with us this morning. We have Linda Lunn, a board member, Murrieta Valley Unified School District. Paul Diffley, board member with the Murrieta Valley Unified School District. Fred Wolf from Riverside County Office of Education is with us this morning. And Chris Tomasian, board member with the Murrieta Valley Unified School District. Thank you. We'd like to thank Group 1 Production and Stephen Ashby for videotaping today's event. It will be available to view on the Murrieta Valley Unified School District website or through the link that you can find in your program. Thank you, Stephen, for coming once a month to tape. Let's give him a round of applause. And thank you, Kip from Kip Photography. There you are, Kip, who is providing everyone free access to all of the pictures from this morning. Thank you for joining us each month. And then thank you to the City of Murrieta for providing airtime on our local cable channel. So thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce the sponsors, and if they could just stand when I announce them, so that way at the end we can give them a round of applause. So from Abbott Vascular, or Abbott, we have Ray Evans and Ann Shaw. We'll hold your applause. From Alta Pacific Bank, we have Lori Lutweiler. From Altura Credit Union, we have Josh Smith. From Azusa Pacific University, Nacheli Rodriguez. From California State University San Marcos, we have Dr. Prado Olmos and Virginia Montoya. From Calvary Murrieta Christian High School, Derek Roth. From the City of Murrieta, Mayor Kelly Ciarto. From Davies Financial Advisors, we have Andy and Shawnee Davies. From DCH Auto Group, Al Rubio. From Eastern Municipal Water District, Malia Ortliff. From Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District, we have Andy Morris and Robert Hartwig. From Farmers Insurance, Andy Morris. From Gosh Ford Temecula, Donna Holliday and Jason Noble. We have Mr. Patrick Kelly. From King Law Firm, we have Aaron O'Neill. From Loma Linda University Medical Center, Catherine Pepe. From Mount San Jacinto College, Morris Myers, Cynthia Garcia, and Leslie Medina. From Riverside County Superintendent of Schools, Fred Wolf. Rotary Club of Murrieta, Jackie Dobbins. From Southwest Healthcare System, Aaliyah Esposito and Tammy Wiggins, and Kim Archer. From Which Superior Sandwiches, we have Sandy Ward and Danny Kessler. Let's give everyone a round of applause. Thank you, sponsors. We have breakfast sponsors, we have gift sponsors, and we have scholarship sponsors. So they do a lot to support our program every month and every year. And then we have our Student of the Year gift sponsors. We have Andrea Smith. We have Loma Linda University Medical Center, Murrieta, Catherine Pepe. From Murrieta Wildemar Chamber of Commerce. We have Abbott, the Promenade Mall, and Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District. So thank you for our Student of the Year gift sponsors. Let's give them a round of applause. And then we'd like to give a special thank you to the Temecula Creek Inn for providing the table linens, to Llewellyn Fickey and Catherine Pepe for all their hard work and organization of the scholarship process. And then you see students that you have. Actually, this is a good thing, is you have your laundry basket, so you'll need that when you go to college. But you see that it's filled with all sorts of gifts, and you have all sorts of certificates, so you could have your own Love Me room. So,
And then we thank Loma Linda University Medical Center Murrieta for providing the medals for our Students of the Year. And so now we get to the most important part of the program, the student presentations. They will share plans for after high school and how they plan to contribute to the community and the world. So I'm going to invite up the principal and the student. And so here's your reminder, principals. You have 1.5 minutes this time to speak about your student, and the student has 2.5 minutes to share their story. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Steve Ellis from Murrieta Mesa High School and student Jolene Chu. So.
That's all right.
Good morning. It's an exciting morning. It's also sad that this is the last morning of this for the school year, which is also exciting that we're close to the end of the school year. I'm Steve Ellis. I'm the principal at Murrieta Mesa High School. Thank you, Sally, Jennifer, Llewellyn, all the sponsors for making such an amazing event all year long for us. And what a great event in our community. This is a pretty special day where we get to honor our seniors of the year, and I'm happy to introduce Murrieta Mesa's Senior of the Year, Jolene Chu. Since Jolene was Senior of the Month back in January, I've been fortunate enough to have more interactions with her, have more conversations with her, and also observe her influence on our campus. Simply put, Jolene is amazing. Yes, she has the academic success. She's one of our co-valedictorians this year. She's a leader in all that she is involved in, from instrumental music to the numerous clubs and organizations she's a part of. However, what makes Jolene so amazing and so deserving of being recognized this morning is her character. She is the most humble all-star you will meet. She's kind, helpful, encouraging of others, thoughtful, and I guarantee very uncomfortable up here hearing me brag about her. In all the years that I've been in education, I've never seen a group of peers so excited that one of their own is being recognized. Every time her name is called for an award or they found out she was co-valedictorian, the class erupts. They are so happy it's Jolene, and that's because of who she is. They know that she has achieved all of this the right way, hard work and perseverance. The other night at our Pride Awards, Jolene earned 2 different department medallions, which is the highest award one of our departments can give to a single student. She earned them both in English and math, so clearly she's well-rounded. But those are our biggest departments, the most input, and they clearly chose her. And once again, the students just erupted in thunderous applause when she was announced, because they are genuinely happy for her. Jolene doesn't just live up to our PRIDE acronym, purpose, responsibility, integrity, duty, and excellence. She has set the standard at Mesa for PRIDE. Jolene will humbly downplay her accomplishments, but her peers know and the staff know, and because of who she is as a person, the Mesa community could not be more thrilled that Jolene was selected as our Senior of the Year. Jolene Chu.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here, especially Mr. Ellis and all the sponsors and people who made this event possible. I'm extremely grateful to be here, and I appreciate what everyone here does in support of the students in this community. If you didn't already know, my name is Jolene. I began my journey of life in the country of Taiwan, but I moved to the United States at 5 years old. During my first few years of school in America, I played a game of catch-up as I tried to learn the English language while my classmates were already learning new vocabulary words. During that struggle, however, I was lucky enough to have found my passion. I found the first academic subject that I was actually better than my classmates at, which was math. I didn't have to be a fluent English speaker to learn math. After all, English letters weren't introduced to us as variables in math at that point. During high school, I found a new passion with Key Club. Being able to give back to the community made me realize that I want to continue to volunteer in the future. With Key Club, I was able to clean up our local parks, fundraise with UNICEF for neonatal and maternal tetanus, and partner with Rotary Interact in their Rise Against Hunger event. There was always a new event that I could participate with in Key Club, from our Miracle Mile of Quarters event to raise money for Rady's Children's Hospital to making dog toys for Animal Friends of the Valleys. Key Club helped me realize that even small actions can have a huge impact. I didn't think that a school club that met weekly at lunch in a classroom would be able to raise hundreds of dollars for charity, but here we are. My love for volunteering also includes tutoring my classmates. At first, my tutoring experience began with mandatory National Honor Society hours, but now it has become another simple way for me to help others. When I tutored my classmates, I realized that most of them just needed some extra guidance at certain points, but once they received some extra help, they were able to solve all the problems on their own. Many of the students that I tutor work just as hard as me, if not more, so it makes me happy when they earn the grades they deserve after I help them through a few concepts. In the fall, I'll be attending UCLA to major in mathematics, financial actuarial. I want to continue to challenge myself in the field of mathematics while branching out into the financial world. I also plan on joining Circle K, which is the college-level equivalent of Key Club, so that I can continue to volunteer my time in hopes of improving the lives of other people. Once again, thank you for the opportunity to be recognized this morning and for all of the support I have received throughout the school year. Special thanks to my parents for everything they have done, and congratulations to all the other students who are being recognized today. Thank you.
Now I would like to call up Dr. Pettingale from Murrieta Valley High School.
Congratulations to all students this morning for being the best of the best. Our best of the best this morning is Hannah Tudor. Hannah and many of the adults in the room know Hannah Tudor because she is at everything and she hangs out with a lot of adults. We hang out at PTSA meetings, school council meetings. She hangs out at school board meetings, hangs out with the mayor at city council meetings, and she represents our school so very, very well. I have never seen a student so involved and represent a school as well as she has. But I'm going to hand the microphone over to Ms. Janelle Moon, who has been an ASB director for a very long time and will share, not that long a time.
We're the same age.
She is a couple months older than I am, and it probably shows. Anyway.
Why don't you get off the mic
The veteran and very wise Miss Janelle Moon.
He's just saying that because I was at the first Sizzler Student of the Month thing too, that many years ago. But you know how that goes. But this isn't about me, this is about Hannah. Hannah is an amazing young lady. Dr. P already mentioned some of the things she's involved in, and he hasn't even touched on the state level things she's been involved in. They want us to get closer together, sorry. I bring that up because Hannah served on the CASEL State Board, which is the California Association of Student Leaders. She was the Southern Director for them. She also was recognized by an organization called #ICanHelp as one of the top students in the nation for her efforts in bringing positivity to the internet and to social media. She just returned from Florida, where she was honored as the only student in California as one of the most spirited students in the nation through Herff Jones and the Varsity Spirit Awards. So she's done a lot, and all of those things are great accolades, but the most important thing about her is her. It's her character. It's the young woman that she is. It's the caring heart. You know, if you ever need anything, she's going to give it to you. If she doesn't have it, she's going to figure out a way to get it. And she reaches out to everybody. It's not about being recognized or any of that kind of stuff. For her, it's all about how can I help that next person. So she is the future of what we need in this world, and I'm really excited that I get to watch her continue to grow and to watch her take over this world. I mean, my goodness, she is. I mean, she's going to take the world over. I'm pretty well convinced of it. So I'm going to let Hannah now talk about herself.
Thank you guys so much. It's so nice seeing a bunch of familiar faces in this room. This past year has been truly like a roller coaster ride. So many thrills and exciting things I've been a part of. I want to thank all the sponsors who were able to put this on and be here today. I didn't necessarily prepare something because I was studying for my AP exam. So this is straight from the heart, and truly everything that I've done this year, it was never for myself, it was all for the students of MV, the students of California, all the amazing leaders I've met from Temecula to all the way down in Etiwanda to UC Santa Barbara, just across California. And, the thing that I value most is the connections that we have with each other, whether it's the adults I meet in the room and the opportunities I have with that, or meeting wonderful people like Kelsey at school board and making those connections the rest of the year, bringing the students that aren't very outgoing on our campus out and connecting with them. That truly makes a difference, and that's what I've loved to do this past year, and I hope to continue that on my journey going on to Cal Baptist University to major in public relations. There, I hope to challenge myself, getting more involved with leadership. There, I can actually get paid for it, though, which would be nice. And just growing as an individual and, forming it into my job and my career. I'll always have Murrieta at my heart and know that all the skills and the person who I am today is because of the amazing people who have cheered me on throughout high school, middle school, and even, elementary school days. So with that being said, I would like to thank my mom. She's up there in the audience for, driving me everywhere and putting up with my long hours and, staying up late. It's all made so many things happen. I can't even count how many things I've done this past year, but through it all, I've enjoyed it, I loved it, and I can't wait to continue to pursue something like this. So, thank you guys so much.
Don't go anywhere. Here we go. They're good. Okay. We're good. Okay, next up, from Springs Charter School, Tammy Jackson.
Very official. Good morning. I don't often get to come to this lovely breakfast here in Murrieta, but now that I've been able to be a part of it for a little bit, I tell all my friends and neighbors, if you're thinking about relocating, Murrieta is a great place to go. I live in Orange County, and I contemplate living here often, and it's because of the community that is so evident every time I come here. It's really quite something. So if you're fortunate enough to live here, that sounds like most of you are. Congratulations for picking well. I'm here today from Springs Charter Schools. I'm the Senior Director of the Individualized Learning Programs, which means that I supervise several programs that individualize learning for students. Noah, our Student of the Year, represents our homeschool program. And he and his first ES, when he came in first grade, her name was Tammy Sanchez. She was a long-term ES with us. And she loved her job so much, she convinced Kelly Harrell to get a job with Springs Charter Schools, and she became a teacher with us and began serving and teaching her own student, Noah. So they are an excellent example of individualizing learning and taking that vision and mission that we have to its finest point, which is really seeing the student as an individual and meeting their needs. Noah has taken numerous courses at Palomar College. He'll be attending Point Loma in the fall, and he volunteers with one of the San Diego Zoo programs. He loves that and also writes a blog for that program. So I'm going to give the rest of my time to Noah's teacher. I think that's important, and thank you so much for having us here.
I knew that Noah not only was smart, but also very responsible. When our second month of schooling, I came out of my bedroom at about 10 minutes to 8 because we started school at 8 o'clock on the dot every day, and I had a schedule because I had taught in the classroom, kindergarten and first grade for so many years. We had a schedule posted of everything we did in the times, and I came out and I said good morning, and he came up to me and said, "Mom, I woke up so early this morning I just decided to start school." So I sat down with Becca, and first we did calendar, and then I read the book that you read to us yesterday because I figured you'd reread that. And then I went ahead and I did my math, and I read for history, and so really all I need to know is what my writing prompt for the day is, and then you can go back to bed. And I was a little disappointed, but then I thought about it and I thought, wow, this is a really good thing. He's really responsible, he wants to learn, and he's a self-starter. And that has been how his school career has gone. He will graduate this year with 32 units, college credit units. Because Noah has, as soon as I told him in 10th grade, actually 9th grade, I said, starting next year you could do college if you want. He said, "Can I?" And he has just thrived in that. But the story I wanted to share with you today, so I have the privilege of working for the charter school, and I also oversee our Temecula testing site. Since these are homeschool families, we still have to do the standardized testing from the state because we're a charter school. So we tested, 2 weeks ago, we tested over 200 students in 1 week at one site. So I was out there during pickup, craziness, right? Texting the proctors, so-and-so family, because every family has a name placard in their windshield, so I know who to contact. And Noah started a tutoring business last year, and one of the families that he tutors is with our charter school, and they have 4 kids. And so this van comes up, and I recognize the name in the window as that family. And I thought, how cool is this? Because, he's his own kid. He's his own self now, and I don't know the people that he knows. And so Mom comes up, and she rolls down her window, and I said, "Hi," and then all of a sudden the kids come out, and I recognize them. I realize I've seen these kids for years. I had no idea it was the family that Noah was tutoring. And I said, "Oh, you guys, I'm Noah's mom." And they looked at me, and they looked at each other, and the kids said, "Our Noah? Our big Noah?" Because they have a student, they have a son named Noah too, and they're so confused. And I said, "Yeah, I'm Noah's mom, and he loves you, and I hear all about you at the dinner table. He always has stories about you guys and things that you're doing and your family." And to see the faces of the kids and the mom, when I said I was Noah's mom, they just beamed. And they said, "Oh, we love Noah. Noah's so great." And then they're looking at each other and they're like, "That's Noah's mom." Like I'm a celebrity because I'm Noah's mom. And what that showed me was not only is Noah a smart and responsible guy, but he's also a very loving and caring and compassionate guy. Because I'm pretty certain the kids don't really love Noah because he comes and he makes them do their homework. I think they love Noah because Noah cares about them. And he's connected with them, and he shows that he's a part of their life, and he's invested in them. And he just got a text last week that Mom said, "We're wrapping up for the summer, but the boys really miss you. So could you come over to have pizza? And by the way, we're moving to San Diego. So do you think next year, since you'll be at Point Loma, maybe you could tutor the boys?" I don't know. I've never heard about a family moving for a tutor, but I think it's pretty cool. So let me introduce you Noah Harrell.
Well, good morning, everyone. So I'm sure you've already heard I'm Noah. And my passion, which I believe is a major factor in why I was chosen for this award and what will continue to drive me in the future towards success, is education. But more specifically, the education of others. Because while self-education is important, I truly enjoy passing on the knowledge that I've learned to others. And part of how I do this is with my tutoring business that you've already heard of, so that thunder's gone, but whatever. So I set it as my highest priority to help these students achieve their highest academic potential. And I've worked with this one family for over a year now, and I go over twice a week to work with their son. And when we first started, he was in first grade, and the poor little guy could barely sound out words. So we worked hard, and I was encouraging him every time, hey, you could do this, you could read this harder word. And every time I go to reach for a book, he's like, do we really have to read today? I'm like, yeah, we have to read today. But after a lot of hard work, he's actually reading at his grade level now. He's reading books with 200 plus words in it, which is a big deal for him. And I'm so proud of the progress that he's made, and I'm excited to see how he's improved each week that I go to visit them. And now I know what you're thinking. Okay, so we have another up-and-coming teacher. Big whoop, we have tons of those. But I believe what makes me special is that my audience is constantly increasing and changing, and my goal is to eventually be able to reach everyone, regardless of age or educational background. You see, I've been volunteering at the San Diego Zoo with a program called Zoo Corps ever since my freshman year of high school. And this program has helped me develop my public speaking skills as I would present on different topics with my peers and zoo visitors. I've had so many productive conversations with people on the importance of conservation and what they can do to protect their local wildlife. And one that sticks out was with a group of visitors that came in from out of state. And I had the privilege of sharing with these people how cheap and easy it was to start composting. They never heard of composting before, but it was awesome to see their excitement as they learned that composting helps both their plants, but also other beneficial insects like pollinating butterflies and bees. And that's why I love talking about stuff like this. It's because everyone can relate to it. It doesn't matter how old you are, how much you know, what your background is. Everyone can relate to the love of nature and wildlife around them. So that's part of why I've chosen to begin my studies at Point Loma Nazarene University as an environmental science major. I want to build my career around sharing and educating with people about how they can take simple steps to save the world and make a positive impact on the place around them. And another perk of going to Point Loma is that I'll be close enough to the San Diego Zoo to hopefully work there in the education department once I turn 18. That would be an awesome privilege. And I plan to challenge myself to grow and to serve and build new relationships this upcoming semester as I begin studying at Point Loma. They have a volunteer program which involves tutoring inner city kids. And I think this would be a great chance for me to give back to the community, to continue to develop my skills in teaching, and to help me learn how to educate people, other students, like different students every week, and then learn how to accommodate for their different learning styles and needs. And I'm super excited to start this new chapter of life and just to see where God takes me in building these new relationships with people in this program. But let's be real, none of this would have been possible without my amazing parents and all the support they've given me through the years. They've always been there to help me with anything from my own education to starting my tutoring business and even now putting me through high school. So my mom's already standing by. I'd like to ask my dad, Jeff, to get up, and my mom, Kelly, is right here. And let's just give him a big round of applause. Thank you guys so much for your constant love and support. It wouldn't have at all been possible without it. And I'd like to thank our sponsors too, and to the Student of the Year Committee for choosing me as Student of the Year for Spring Charter School. It is truly an honor and a privilege. Thank you all so much.
Okay, next up is Vista Murrieta High School, Mick Wagner and Kelsey Waite.
Oh boy. I deem you by the power invested in me. Come on, come on over closer here. Here we go. Gotta get close. Pretend we like each other. I know you. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Thank you very much for this awesome breakfast and for the Chamber and all the committees for putting this together all year long. And congratulations to all the students. Like Mr. I think it's Dr. Pettengill said, best of the best, and you really are. We have huge senior classes. Well, we do at Vista Murrieta and Murrieta Valley and Vista, and Mesa, and to be chosen Student of the Month is a big deal. Student of the Year is ridiculously big. So you've chosen wisely. This is Kelsey Waite, and she is just an awesome student. She's a model of our motto of class: character, leadership, attitude, scholarship, and service in all areas. And she also meets what we call the 4 A's in school that we have to tend to, which is arts. She's a dance team captain. Athletics. She's a varsity lacrosse player. Activities. She's the ASB president. And academics, she's 8th in her class with a 4.42 something GPA. So she just, in all areas, she's firing on all cylinders there. And then she came to us just last year, beginning of her junior year, and from that time, became ASB president, got involved. That's a big splash to make in a very short period of time. She lights up her room when she comes in. She always looks like she has something exciting to tell you, and she's really lit up our entire school. We're going to miss her very, very much. She's had a huge impact. And let me introduce Mr. Dowden. This is Greg Dowden, her activities director and teacher, and he's going to talk to her about her in a little bit. Mr. Dowden. Here, switch.
So a long time ago when I was an ASB student, my mentor told me a story about a little girl that was dancing on the beach and an old man who saw her dancing on the beach. And as he got closer to her, he realized that she wasn't dancing, but she was picking up starfish and she was throwing them back into the ocean. And the old man asked what she was doing. And she said that the tide had gone out and all the starfish on the beach would die unless they were thrown back into the water. And so she was picking them up and throwing them back into the water. And the old man said, but there's hundreds and thousands of starfish all over this beach, and there's beaches like this all over the world, and you can't possibly make a difference. And the little girl picked up a starfish and threw it back into the ocean and said, made a difference to that one. Kelsey Waite is that little girl. She makes a difference everywhere she goes. She makes a difference to so many people in so many lives. I'm so proud of her for receiving this award. Her character, her service, her attitude, all of the aspects of class that I've just set out of order, but she embodies them. She is truly been a blessing to me as a teacher and a blessing to our school, and she never seeks for recognition, but always seeks to give others recognition. And she truly deserves this. She makes a difference, and she's made a difference to me.
So hello, my name is Kelsey Waite, and I would first like to take some time to, again, thank all of the sponsors, everyone that is here, all of the dignitaries from the school board, and just everyone involved in Murrieta and in this event, that it really is a great honor to be able to be recognized as Student of the Year, and I believe there are 856 seniors at Vista, which I learned, so I really am honored, and I want to thank each and every one of you for giving me the part to have this honor as Student of the Year. And when I got the packet, we were asked to talk about our passion. And as Mr. Wager kind of outlined, I do have a lot of passions. I have a passion for dance, I have a passion for lacrosse, I have a passion for leadership. But one of my main passions is giving back to others. And something that I really love to live by is the idea that you truly never know what is going on in someone else's life. And that I have lived by in the club that I started last year, which was called Lead to Feed. And Lead to Feed is a charity group that I started at my school where we put together toiletry bags and lunches, and then we go down to impoverished areas where there are a lot of homeless, and we give these bags to them so that even if they just have something for that day, they know that we care for them and that we want them to do better. And one of the main things that I learned in this club, and we went about, I believe it was in October. This year was a flash. I don't really know when, but I think it was in October. We went down, and my club and I, we had 100 lunches and 100 toiletry bags and 4 bags of clothes. And we went around San Diego handing out these bags to each of the individuals that were on the streets. And one thing that really stood out to me is how willing these people, we would give them their lunch and their toiletry, and then they would try to give something back. Whether, they had a pin on them that they really liked, and they were like, you know what, take this, we're so thankful. And that is something that really stood out to me, and something that I have carried on since that, is these people had nothing, and yet they were willing to give something. And I think that is something that we should all live by, and that is definitely something that I will continue to live by as I continue on into college, is that no matter what someone is going through, or no matter if they're being rude or inconsiderate, you have to understand that you truly don't know what they're going through. And you just have to be there to support them and make a difference in their life. And one thing that I like to say is that I know that I by myself cannot make a difference and change the whole entire world, but if I can change the world of just one person, then I have made a difference that matters. And I plan to continue my education at Texas Christian University under a biochem major with a pre-med track with the hopes of becoming a surgeon. And I know that as I move on to Texas Christian University, every class that I attend, or every seminar or sorority or one of those big football games, I know that all of that will be possible because of all of the people in here that honored me with this scholarship and with Student of the Year. And I just can't thank any of you enough for that. And a couple people that I would like to recognize that are here in the audience today are my parents. So my dad, John Waite, and my stepmom, Erin Nathan, if you could please stand up. You both have made such a big difference in my life and have been there to support me with all of the countless hours that I spent at Vista. I'm pretty sure I'm at Vista more than I'm at home. And that's why my voice sounds a little sick right now, because the end of the year I'm not really sleeping. So I would also like to thank Miss Pasciuto, and she is our activities secretary, and she is like my second mom at school. So. And then again, to Mr. Dowden and Mr. Rigger for being such a huge support to me at school and for making such a huge difference, and always having a place for me to come rant about random students that just aren't doing their work. But again, thank you to all of you. This is really a huge honor, and I can't thank you all enough.
All right, thank you. I'm not getting any sleep either, Kelsey, just to let you know. Next up, we have Mr. Derek Roth from Calvary Christian School. Mr. Roth.
Moving here real close, shoulder to shoulder. Wonderful. Good morning. My name is Derek Roth. I'm the principal of Calvary Murrieta Christian Schools, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Grace, who is our Student of the Year. With our Student of the Month, I ask each of them to come in and talk with them and ask them what their favorite verse is, and Grace is no different, and so I like to read that to be able to share a little bit about her heart, and really just to tell her how much we care about her. And the verse that she has is John 16:33. I've said these things to you, that in me you may have peace, and in the world you may have tribulation, but take heart. I have overcome the world. Grace is an amazing peace giver on our campus, and to see her face in the morning has been a privilege. Each morning as she walks in, and then in the afternoons as she walks out, in the hallways as she encourages our students and loves on our teachers, to see her with her friends and her peers, and how she encourages them and gives them the hope of Christ and the peace of Christ. It has been a blessing to have her as a part of our school. I'm going to start crying, and so I'm going to pass it on to Steve, who is her teacher. But we just love you, and thank you for an amazing year. You've done amazing things at our school.
That's okay, I'll probably start crying as well. And just looking at this, I realize how much similar we had to say. When Grace asked me to introduce her today, I was of course very honored, but also concerned that maybe I wasn't really up to the task. You see, I think Grace chose me because over the last couple years we've come to see how much we have in common. Same taste in music, same sense of humor, both a propensity to make awkward comments at times. Thing is, though, Grace probably chose me because of our similarities. The things I most admire about you are our differences. At best, I was an okay student, but not Grace. Academically, her numbers speak for themselves. 3.97 GPA, ranking her 7th in her class. But more important than the numbers are how these marks were accomplished. Though extremely bright, Grace never relied solely on her intellect to get by. Rather, she worked hard to earn her grades. Always wanted to ask questions in class and study hard outside of it, her persistent pursuit of scholastic excellence was her defining trait in regards to academics. But Grace is more than just a quality student. She's an amazing human being. I always wanted to believe that I cared for those around me, but Grace, she truly lives out the call to love those around her. As Mr. Roth mentioned, I can recount many occasions when she would talk with younger students, share with them her faith, and encourage them to stand strong in theirs, citing scripture to help them during difficult times. Moreover, Grace's willingness to serve didn't end with her peers. In addition to numerous short-term local missions, she's taken mission trips to both Haiti and Ireland, serving those less fortunate around the globe. This call to service has manifested itself in Grace's planned career path. She'll be attending CVU this fall, where she plans to major in pediatric nursing, and then plans on using that degree to further serve others in the mission field, continuing to help those in need. Grace, you are a bright, hardworking young woman who will achieve many great things in this world. But more than that, you're the embodiment of what a Christian should be. You love your fellow man in both words and deeds to an extent unmatched by your peers. Your actions motivate those around you, me included, to be a better person and a better Christian. And because of that, you are Calvary Murrieta's 2019 Student of the Year.
Oh gosh, I can't top that. Okay. So thank you everyone for coming out, first off. This is an amazing opportunity for me, so thank you. So when sophomore year rolled around, I had a big dilemma on who I was as a person and how I wanted to contribute to the world. Naturally, I decided I would have a midlife crisis without hesitation, but later I decided to adventure and find that passion. Ever since childhood, a spark of interest would flare inside of me when I saw relief teams helping people in tragedy, or medical teams helping in third world countries. At around junior year, I decided to quit volleyball and try missions for the first time. Through my school and church, I not only went on local missions, but abroad missions as well, such as Ireland and Haiti. While in Haiti, the team and I were helping children with medical problems, loving on them, and doing whatever we could to help them. While we were there, in my arms was a baby who was very sick, needing great amount of medical help, but not receiving any. As I looked upon this child, God ignited my passions and revealed to me a truth I will never forget. I live in America, where opportunity is in my reach no matter what profession I choose. Although I am not the smartest person in the world, through hard work and application, the sky is the limit. So why wouldn't I use this to help others who do not have the resources I can very easily attain? What reason could I give for deciding not to help the children in third world countries who are dying because they are not given the opportunity of medical help? Through this revealed truth, my passions were kindled, and I plan on going into pediatric nursing where I can care for children globally. While on my journey, the schooling will be extremely demanding physically and mentally, but I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to fulfill my passion. I'll be attending California Baptist University in the fall where I can fulfill my calling while going on missions throughout my years there. In every stage in the nursing program, a missions trip is available for the students to go on and apply what they just learned. Leading up to college this summer, I plan on receiving my certified nursing assistant credential and beginning working, delivering care to patients, and receiving experience in the medical field. In the many years of my life that I have, I hope to learn much more and help others daily. Helping others medically is excellent, but in day-to-day life as well, people can be helped. A simple smile as one passes by or a selfless action can turn one's day completely around. I pray that everyone of us can focus on others before we focus on ourselves, because even when we're still trying to figure out our passions or mindlessly go about our day, a selfless action is never condemned. Imagine going to your school, college, work environment, or even trips to Walmart and seeing every person putting others before themselves. That would be a completely different world. Well, it all starts with one act of selflessness that we can take daily. As my favorite author, Dr. Seuss, describes it, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. As we embark on this new chapter in our lives, I challenge you and me to live intentionally with purpose, because one small gesture can make a huge difference. I'm very thankful for such an amazing opportunity to further my goals and passions in life, and I cannot wait to see what my future holds. These are my parents, who I would not be here today if it wasn't for them. So here's my dad, David Hellman, and my mom, Mia Hellman. They're amazing. Absolutely love them. And thank you to all of our sponsors, and just for everyone coming. It means quite a lot to me. So thank you for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Wasn't CBU lucky? All right, next up we have Oak Grove Schools with Tammy Wilson as principal.
I'm Tammy Wilson with Oak Grove Center, and I am so delighted and honored and proud to present Lanaya Todd with Student of the Year. So let me tell you just a little bit about Lanaya. Some of you met her a few months ago. This is an amazing young woman who's obviously distinguished herself at Oak Grove in terms of her academics, but we go by REACH, and so that stands for Resilience, Excellence, Academics, Character, and Honor. And in terms of resilience and character and honor and all of those qualities that are so, so important beyond academics, she just is amazing, and she will be very, very missed. One of the things that Lanaya inspires us for is her inability to let the past limit her. She will not be defined by her past. She's made better decisions for her future, and she's claimed success with redefining what character really means and how she's going to show up in the world in terms of a giving, compassionate leader that makes a difference, not only for herself, but for the students in Mr. Higgins' class and actually all of Oak Grove. She is an amazing artist, and by that I mean dancer, writer, composer, lyrics, melody. She's amazing. So any stage that she's ever on, she lights up and she inspires and humbles us, but she also helps others. And that's kids, quite frankly, that don't have the talent that Lanaya has. But she's patient, and she coaches, and she helps them, reach a greater feeling of self-esteem and accomplishment because of what she contributes. A leader to us is somebody that people are following, and when Lanaya looks behind her, there's a whole student body that is following her. We are very, very proud, and she's going to be just so missed. So come to graduation, because I'm sure that she will have some piece in that. And to see her on stage with her mother, and that's happened, I think, 3 times in a song that they wrote, and to see Tiffany with her and how you've reclaimed and strengthened relationships in your life beyond school is just truly amazing. So I am so proud of you. We know that you're going to go far, and I'm going to hand this over to you reluctantly. Please welcome Lanaya.
When they told me like a couple weeks ago that I was going to be Student of the Year, I literally cried. I'm not gonna cry.
It's okay if you do.
I wrote something, and it's like a pathway of my life, but it's like winning this award showed me so much for the past month. It showed me how to have a strong mindset, integrity, and how to stay strong when times got rough. When I first came to Oak Grove, times were not that easy. I was dealing with many setbacks that I thought I'd never get me nowhere in life. With being dyslexic and getting held back, that was my first struggle, was learning how to spell my name. And it took me a very long time to spell my name. Later on, I began struggling with mental breakdowns and anxiety attacks. I later figured out how to manage and deal with the things around me and turn my life around. Now Now I can't say it was easy because nothing ever is. Within and out of mental hospitals and juvie, I didn't think later on I would be able to turn my life around and become a strong leader at my school. But with hard work and effort, a strong mindset, I managed to stay focused as I could and help others around me get through their trials. For the past few months, I was able to make Student of the Month and now Student of the Year. Also, I was able to finish my work and graduate ahead of my class. Never in a million years would I ever had thought that I would be getting this recognition for working as hard as I could. With me always misbehaving and getting into trouble, I've always thought my place of home would be in a small room with 4 white walls and a metal steel door. Life growing up wasn't at all easy for me. But one thing I've always wanted was to make my mother and my big sister proud of me, but I could never seem to manage. And now that I went to Oak Grove, now I just want to thank Oak Grove for giving me the opportunity and changing me into a better person today. Without the staff and students opening my eyes to the real world, I'll still be blind to so many things. Also, thank you to everyone that's been supporting me in my journey to success. Thank you for my awards and thank you for my scholarships. Now I can pursue my dreams of being an entrepreneur and helping save the lives of other young students and children that struggle with things like I have. Thank you everyone that has supported me. And I want to thank my parents and my older sister for being with me through everything, because I wasn't the easy child to deal with. I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't the easy child to deal with. I had many blackouts, and every time I opened my eyes, it was just these 3 wonderful people that was always holding me down and holding me up. And I just want to thank my mom, my stepdad, and my older sister.
Very proud of you. Very proud of you. And it is my honor to introduce the principal of Murrieta Canyon Academy, Martina Beach Hedges. Sorry.
Mr. Roth, I'm probably going to cry too. Well, I just want to say congratulations to all the students of the year. Thank you to all the sponsors, and especially to those of the committee who chose our students of the year. I've heard all of your stories since I've been here through all of them, and I have to say that they did a great job in choosing all of you. Kelsey and Noah and Jolene and Grace and Hannah, I know you because I've seen you so much at the board meetings. I'm just amazed at you, Noah. And then Lanaya, I remember your story of all stories, and I just think that you're going to be amazing. Like, I wish I get to know you in 10 years. You are going to be amazing. But I am here to talk about Anthony because I think you did a great job in choosing Anthony as well. I think all my students of the month were deserving, but I'm really honored to be up here with Anthony. Oh gosh, that's where I start crying. We're all being nostalgic right now because it's the end of the year and we have only these seniors for a couple more weeks. And I think about Anthony. I don't know how many times and how many teachers have said, God, I wish Anthony wouldn't leave. Because he does so much for our school, our photographs, our computers, like he's so talented. So we're really gonna miss him. But I want to kind of talk to Mom about Anthony because we talk a lot. I've talked to Mom a lot in the last 4 years, and mostly this year. I promise I won't make you cry, or I try not to. But we've had a lot of talking about how you're worried about him, And as a parent, I get it. I have a ways to go before my son, but I understand. And I just want to tell you that you've raised an amazing young man. And everybody thinks so. And I want to tell you why. We as parents want our kids to grow up to be better than us and to be more prosperous than us. Well, I want to tell you that Anthony is rich. He's already rich. He is rich because he is articulate. He speaks so well, and you'll get to see that in a moment. He's courageous. He's kind. He's talented. He has a great sense of humor. If anybody's talked to him, you'll know. He has a huge heart and very empathetic. He makes people smile whenever you talk with him, no matter what. Anthony is in my office, 2 or 3, 4 times a day, for multiple reasons. And I smile every time he comes in because he's just so amazing. So he is rich, Mom. I just need you to know, and he's going to be okay. He's going to be amazing. He's going to soar, and I cannot wait to see what he does with his life. And I just want to tell you that you are worthy of Student of the Year, Anthony Bryson. But I want to give time to Mrs. Spoon because she's going to share more words about how great he is.
These breakfasts are always so emotional. Lanaya got me started, and now I've known Anthony for a couple of years now. He came into my junior history class 2 years ago. Yeah. And here came in this kid into my class with this black sweatshirt on and the hood up, and it didn't come off for quite some time. It was like his cave. And now I hardly ever see that sweatshirt. Once in a while, if it's raining, you might see the hood up, but that's it. So, Anthony, the way you've grown from that young man that walked into my classroom 2 years ago to now is amazing. And that's why I teach. You're why I teach. Because you give my life purpose. And the thing about Anthony is that I don't know who's going to take care of my computers and tell me how to use my cell phone. I don't know who's going to help me next year get the kids through the PowerPoints they have to create for their senior culminating projects. Because he was, oh, go ask Anthony. You don't know how to do that? Gee, neither do I. Go ask Anthony. So you're going to be irreplaceable. And I know you're going to take all your talents and skills, and you are the phoenix. Instead of rising out of ashes, though, you've risen out of that black sweatshirt, and you have become such a fine young man. And Mom, you should be proud. Thanks.
So, for my Student of the Month, I really didn't prepare anything to write, and I kind of fumbled over my words a lot, but this time I thought I'd take the time to prepare and make sure that I wanted to thank all the sponsors, the Murrieta Chamber, the Murrieta School District, for making this event possible. I'm honored to receive this award. Thank you all very much. The last 4 years have been very transformative for me. I started Murrieta Canyon late in my freshman year, full of doubt and negative thoughts about my future education. I always had many interests, such as writing, photography, and some aspects of computers. I always found myself trying to help others around me with their work, while I always lacked the motivation to complete my own. At MSCA, I learned to balance things I cared about while helping people around me at the same time. I started a hiking club for students at the school, as well as my own photography interests. I joined the student LCIP, or LCAP committee, where I was able to provide input on how I felt the school could be made an even greater place for students to learn. I was also happy to participate in the creative process for the expansion of our school campus that should be finished in about 3 years. I've always put others before myself, because I felt that if I made an impact on the students and people around me, that they would in turn do something great in their community. I try to do the most for my school, even if it sometimes affects my own academics in the process. Personally, I feel like many students go unnoticed, typically because they do not ask for the help that they need. I plan on using this opportunity to build on my passion for computer science and help others in the process to get the I plan on using this opportunity to build my passion for computer science and help others to help students that are in the same situation as me and that they have access to the help and support that they need. In closing, I'd like to thank all of you for this award and giving me this opportunity to pursue my plan on going to MSJC to study in computer science and sociology. I'd also like to thank the teachers and staff that helped me on this journey and give special recognition to Ms. Beach for always seeing the best in me, and Ms. Spoon for always pushing me to do my best, and the superintendent, Mr. Kelly, and his devotion to education. Last but not least, my mom, Stephanie. She's always had my back, and like the entire time, even though I'd say for the most part I give her a hard time. I love you, Mom.
Okay, turn it back over to Ms. Van.
Wow is all we really have to say, but let's take a quick minute. Everybody turn your chairs. Students, please take your chairs here. I'm gonna move the podium. I'm 9 months pregnant, so that's why y'all haven't seen me this year, so I can't fit behind this bad boy as well as I normally do. No, I'm good. Okay, come on, students, grab your seats. So if everybody gets comfortable, we're a little over halfway mark. So it's a little bigger than y'all thought, right? Like, way bigger than 3rd grade student of the month in the cafeteria? Perfect. So I have the fun privilege of getting to talk about the good stuff. You all are here today because you're getting awarded this scholarship. Those of you who know me in town, I'm a little competitive, Murrieta Valley High School grad. Mr. Dowden's actually my fellow classmate. We were both students in the month together, the same month, believe it or not. And so when it comes to Temecula, we get really competitive. All I have to say is a last-minute donor came in last night at 4 p.m. and upped our scholarship amount to $2,600, doubling Temecula's amount. Way to go, Murrieta! So no pressure, Temecula, it's on. We're challenging you because, you know, here in Murrieta, we know how to do this. At this point, I would like to call up all those amazing companies and people and community members that made it possible to award such a fantastic amount to our students. You all get 30 seconds. I'm looking at y'all. 30 seconds, okay? To speak to our students, give them some words of wisdom. So if I call you up, please come around the back side and line up here and introduce yourself, your company, and just a quick little nugget for our students as they go off to the universities. So Abbott Vascular, Alpha Baking Company, Alta Pacific Bank, Bechet Enterprises and Corner Bakery, BMW Murrieta, Cal State University San Marcos, Code 4 Educational Consulting, Davies Financial Advisors, Ken Dixon and Family, Eastern Municipal Water District, Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District, Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball, Loma Linda Medical Center Murrieta, Mr. and Mrs. Pat Kelly, the McDonald's Foundation, Mount San Jacinto College, the Medline Foundation, the City of Murrieta, Nano Bank, Pacific Western Bank, Paradise Chevrolet Cadillac, RC Grading, Rancho California Water District, Rotary Club of Murrieta, Southwest Healthcare System, Southwest City Associates of Realtors, or Southwest Riverside County Associates of Realtors, Sullivan Powers Solar Power, Chalk Washington's 3rd District, Temecula Valley Toyota, Mr. and Mrs. Mary and Carl Walters, Waste Management, and Which Sandwiches. So if you all can come up, 30 seconds. I don't have signs. If Margaret were here, she would have signs. And making sure y'all have 30 seconds. Come on up. Thank you.
Well, my name's Roy Evans. I represent Abbott Vascular here in the Valley. Congratulations to the students, very well done. Congratulations to the parents, and congratulations to the teachers. This is the next phase of your life. I'm being very fortunate. I've got a slightly different accent to you guys. My career started back in the UK and England. I've travelled all around the world with the company and ended up here in the Valley. I've been in the Valley now for the last 18 years, so make the most of it. Enjoy. Don't get too stressed though, but enjoy your life. Take care, guys.
Good morning and congratulations to all of you. Each one of you is so deserving of this award, and I've just been thrilled to watch and see all of the representatives from the school throughout the program this year. It's one of my favorite events of the year. I'm Lori Lutweiler representing Alta Pacific Bank, and you already know how to work hard. You already know that your working hard is going to pay off. Just remember to help the person behind you and remember to smell the roses. Go out there and fly and then come back here because we need more good people here. We have a wonderful community. It is evident here in this room by all the support. So again, congratulations to everyone, the teachers, all the sponsors, and go make a difference.
Good morning, my name is Andy Davies. I represent Davies Financial Advisors. It's a wealth management firm in town, and congratulations to you guys. How impressive it is to come here each month and to hear your stories. You guys are fantastic. I wrote down a bunch of words that reminded me of you. You guys are disciplined, you're encouraging, you're unselfish, you're smart, you're aware, you're compassionate, you're diligent. We need those people to change the world. There's a dearth of that outside of Murrieta. Here we have a lot of it, so come back. One word I want to leave you guys with that you do so well at, and it's stewardship. So take what you have, which you have done, and you have made it more. You've taken your relationships and built on it, and just keep doing that. It's so inspiring for us, and so good job. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Virginia Montoya, and I'm with Cal State University San Marcos. Congratulations to all of you today, and really all I want to say is you have done everything necessary to graduate. You have done, you're determined. You've done everything necessary, and with that determination that you have for the last 4 years to graduate, you can do anything. So moving on into college or wherever your career may go, you have that determination, and really the sky is the limit. You can do whatever you put your mind to, and you will succeed. So that's it.
Good morning. I'm Jerry Selway, and on behalf of Pacific Western Bank, I would like to congratulate you on being Student of the Year. Really, it's an amazing accomplishment. I want to thank each of you for sharing your stories of motivation and accomplishment, and especially your future plans. We all live hearing about the exciting part of your life. You have a thrilling adventure ahead of you. There will be some amazing highs, but if you happen to get some of those lows, maybe too many tests or missing home or whatever, that time, if you need encouragement, just reflect back to today and think of all of us, your parents, teachers, principals, sponsors, and community leaders. We're all your big supporters, and we're rooting for you. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, students. Congratulations. My name is Emily Padilla. I represent Sullivan Solar Power. One of our missions is to help people make changes so that we can better our world, our environment, and you're already doing that in your own way. One of my favorite quotes, I'm a quote person, it's given by Russell M. Nelson, and it says, "Education is a difference between wishing you could help others and being able to help them." And you're already doing that, and your education is so important. Hang on to that. Continue to do your best. We know you will, and congratulations, and we're so grateful to be able to support you.
I want to get a picture of you, your celebrities. Good morning, my name is Malia Ortloff, and I'm with Eastern Municipal Water District, and I want to congratulate all of you on this amazing accomplishment. Your stories are inspiring and they give me great hope for the future. But having a background in water, I want to provide you with this little thought. Each of you are like drops of water. You're constantly moving and you're ever evolving. When life puts obstacles in your way, be persistent and move forward. Remember, the Grand Canyon started with 1 drop of water. Keep calm and drink tap water. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Catherine Pepe, and I'm with Loma Linda University Medical Center in Murrieta. And the one takeaway that I have is that you're telling us thank you. I think the most sincere thing that I could say to you is thank you for all of your efforts and all of your accomplishments. And so we are so blessed to have you in our community. We hope to see you back here. And I hope you have such an awesome journey. And again, congratulations. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cynthia Garcia. I'm from Mount San Jacinto College. Just want to congratulate all of you. As a counselor, we don't get to come out to these events very often, so Leslie and I were very honored to be working with this district and working with our transitional high schools. So hearing your guys' story, it's awesome. It's great. You guys are so honorable. You guys have just these great qualities that as counselors we wish all students had. I want to congratulate your families, all your administrators, your teachers, and we wish you guys all the very best, and I know we'll see you guys in the future. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Jackie Dobbins. I'm the incoming president of the Rotary Club of Murrieta. Congratulations, students, on all of your hard work. The one thing I wanted to share with you is the best advice my mother ever gave me. And she said that whenever you're in these types of situations where you're being celebrated, for you to tuck it into your memory bank so that when the challenges come, and they will, you'll be able to draw upon all the people that came out to support and to encourage and to love you. And we love to see you come back and visit us and let us know what you're doing at the Murrieta Club. Thank you.
Well, good morning, students. While I am the proud superintendent for Murrieta Valley, I'm here just as a dad tonight. My wife and I decided to give to this program on our own because we care about the youth of the community and want it to be a message to all about just the positive things that are going to be happening for our future. Congratulations to you, and we're looking forward to hearing your next story.
Hi, I'm Tammy Wiggins, representing Southwest Healthcare. This is my first time coming to this event. I feel like a proud mommy. I don't even know you guys. Very impressed with what you're doing. We see that there's a future surgeon and pediatric nurse. We'll recruit you later at Rancho Springs or Inland Valley. I know as a mom, and especially a young one, you don't know what's, your child's future is going to be like. And you think of these millennials and snowflakes, and you're like, oh my gosh. But if you guys are a representation of what our future is going to be, we all can rest confident that our children are going to have a bright future. God bless you all.
Hello, Sandy Word, Witch Superior Sandwiches, and join everyone else in the wonderful congratulations to each and every one of you. It's really an honor, and I'm very proud to be able to assist with the scholarship and this particular event every month. It's amazing. All of you are amazing. I know you're going to go out there and do great things. I too love quotes, and my favorite one is anything is possible when you believe, or Mark 9:23, when you believe anything is possible. Thank you so much for all you do.
Good morning, everybody. Andy Morris, current past chair of the Chamber of Commerce. I didn't get a chance to welcome you guys this morning, but I do want to say how proud the Chamber is of you, and that now you guys obviously know why we do what we do here and why the business supports you. But actually, I'm here today on behalf of the Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District. I am the board president. I represent Wildemar and Murrieta. I'm an elected official, so they put politicians last because we never stick to 30 seconds. But that being said, we have this awesome plaque for you guys that you guys can put on your shelves. We do value you guys as well at the Water District. I know that none of you guys mentioned water as where you guys want to go. We also do sewer, which is really, really important. And I really think that you guys should consider our industry. So if you guys ever decide you guys want to change your minds, you can look me up. It's really easy. And I can give you guys the pathway to an awesome, awesome foundation in the water sewer business. All right, thank you very much.
So all you students are probably sitting here going, oh man, that's another thank you note. That's another thank you note. But you are among a group of alumni who all wrote our thank you notes so that you get yours. So make sure that you continue to do it so the next generation of people get theirs. You're literally joining a group of students who are doctors, lawyers, engineers, politicians, pro athletes. Some of us are here in town coming back to share our gifts, and we hope you all do the same. But the scholarship process is a unique process. So you all were chosen as Student of the Month from your schools. And then we had a separate committee of volunteer judges within our town who read your applications. So it was a very fair and blind process. So at this time, I actually would like to thank all of our business leaders who took the time out of their day to judge the applications. I'm sorry we can't acknowledge you publicly because we keep it all kind of secretive, but we just want you to know we really appreciate you sharing your talents with us as well. And as we can see today that you chose some really awesome students. So let's give our judges a round of applause. And so, parents, this is the envelope that you care about because this envelope is worth $2,600. It should be the very first thing in your baskets. Students, as soon as you know what school you're going to, what you're going to do is fill out the form that's in here. We've totally streamlined the process. It's one page. You mail it back to Mrs. Selway. Is she still in here? She's going to be the person, oh, here she is, and Mrs. Selway likes these on time, so make sure y'all get them in, because then as soon as she gets this back from you, she can turn around and write the check directly to your university, so that you have your money to go by the fall and buy your books and your tuition and all that. So this, parents, this is the one you're looking for, okay? So thank you, Mrs. Selway. We really appreciate you organizing all of that. Yeah, that's a really big job, so let's give her a round of applause. So students, that's what you're looking for, parents, and at this point, Mrs. Walters will invite all of her dignitary up.
Well, before I turn it back over to the dignitaries, so our dignitaries, if we could line up over here from the Murrieta Valley Unified School District, we have Superintendent Pat Kelly. On behalf of the Riverside County Office of Education, we have Fred Wolf. From the Murrieta-Wildomar Chamber of Commerce, Andy Morris. City of Murrieta, Mayor Kelly Ciarto. Congressman Ken Calvert's office, Brenda Denstadt. From Senator Jeff Stone's office, John Hunneman. From Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez's office, Samantha Stillwell. And for Supervisor Chuck Washington, Nairobi Burks. But before they come up, I just wanted to say congratulations to all the seniors and scholarship recipients as well. On behalf of my husband and myself, our sons were in this boat and in those seats 9 years ago now. And so our sons benefited from that, so that's why we want to give back. And so with that, remember you have thank you cards in your laundry basket. Make sure that you fill those out and send those back to the sponsors, because that's what keeps us giving. So who's going to go first? Samantha, take it away, Samantha.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Samantha. I'm here on behalf of Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez. I wanted to extend a congratulations on behalf of the Assemblywoman to all of the students and parents and teachers and principals in here. All of you are so absolutely amazing academically, as well as just the person that you are. Every single one of you that got up here and spoke, you could just see your character, your personality, and the kind hearts that you have just overflow out into this room. And that's really what makes you special. And I want you to remember that when you go off to college, that's the person that you are. While again, you have amazing grades and you're so involved, it's the fact that you are an amazing person. You have touched at least one person's lives on your campus and in your community. And so I want to challenge you to continue to do that and make that your goal as you go off and you go into the, what we like to call the real world. But it's going to be fun. So congratulations again.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning, students. I'm Fred Wolf, and I am, as they said, I am the Community Outreach Ambassador for Dr. Judy White. There are actually few of us that handle Riverside County, so I'm just one of them. Pete Cervantes, my colleague, is actually the one that was assigned to this area. He couldn't make it this morning, and neither could Dr. Judy White, so I'm here representing them. And when they asked me to take over for Pete, it made plenty of sense. You know, he's very tall, he's very skinny, handsome, he has full head of hair. So, students, there's two words that come to mind after hearing your stories and hearing you speak this morning, and that is humility and absolute wonder. You guys make me proud to be American, and you guys make me proud to be a part of Riverside County Office of Education. You have bright futures ahead of you. I have no doubt after what I've heard this morning that you're going to do great. One of the programs that I do work on is called the Riverside County Million Deliberate Acts of Kindness. So don't you leave until every one of you has one of my cards, because you're going to all be ambassadors for our program. I need you. I need your brains, I need your passion, and I need your zeal. I'm going to make it short. The other thing that I'm just going to say is that Dr. Judy White wants you to know that when you look in your baskets, you will notice that you also have certificates from the Riverside County to let you know that not only you and your hard work and your perseverance in everything you do is so appreciated by your local schools, faculty, educators, parents, friends, but also by the entire county. And we're very, very, very proud of you, and it's an honor, and I'm very glad to be here this morning. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm John Hundeman, representing State Senator Jeff Stone, who's in Sacramento this morning and couldn't be here. I bring good news from Sacramento, though. Senator Stone, the state of California has a $22 billion budget surplus this year. That's the good news. The bad news is I spent Murrieta's share on the frames for your certificates. Seriously, congratulations to the students, the parents. I've been coming to these since day one. 26 years ago in Temecula. Mary Walters taught my son in school at Murrieta Valley High School. And she and I were both there the day she opened Murrieta Mesa. And Janelle Moon, is Janelle? She had seen it. Well, Janelle Moon was, I think I met her the first day Murrieta Valley High School opened. And my son attended there, so. Proud to be part of Murrieta. It seems to be a day of quotations. I have one I'd like to leave you with. It's by Nelson Henderson. The true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit. I'll leave you with that. Congratulations.
Good morning. My name is Brenda Denstead, and I'm here today on behalf of our Congressman Ken Calvert, who wants to offer his sincere congratulations on all of your achievements and everything that you have done this year and all the things that you've struggled for to achieve. He's very proud of you and glad that you're part of our district. As many of you know, and I've spoke over the year and at your programs, many of you are aware that I lost my daughter, Leanne. It's been 20 months since Leanne passed away from a bacterial meningitis. And one of the things that I shared with you was the fact of people remember her for her acts of kindness. And I was reminded of that last Friday at an event that I attended, that people came to me and said that they had known my daughter, they had run with her in cross country, and that they remember her solely for that and speak of her often for that. So as you progress in your life and you continue your journey, remember the power you possess within. You have the ability to touch people and affect them positively every single day that you are here on this earth. And it doesn't cost you a dime. So remember that as you go forward in your life, have a loving heart, blaze the trail, leave that heart scattered all over behind you, and don't live for the expectations that others have of you. Live for the expectations you have for yourself. Congratulations.
Well, students, I think one of the things that is striking me about our selections for Student of the Year and audience, if you could take a look once again at our Students of the Year, do they not represent so many aspects of our community and our world? And so the optimism that you feel as we see these students and their unique backgrounds heading into their unique fields, that is what makes our world work and our economy work. So I'm so grateful to all of you. I'm so grateful to the parents in this room, as well as the educators who have provided the different and varied needed experiences so that our world can work and that each student can shine. Congratulations.
Good morning, everybody. I know it's kind of gloomy and gray outside, but it's bright and sunny inside. And it's bright and sunny because we get to come in and celebrate the accomplishments of these fine young folks in our community. And it's been fun for me to get to know some of them over the year. Some of them I knew when they were, I didn't really know them, but I just recently, I was at an event in Murrieta Valley, or Murrieta Vista Murrieta High School. And, sorry. I'm just used to saying Murrieta Valley for so long because my kids were there. But, ran into Kelsey. And the last time I had seen Kelsey, I believe she was about 1 or 2, and her dad was dragging around the office that I was at. So anyway, it was great to see her again. Lanaya, it's great to see you back here again. Anthony, I heard the teachers talking about how much help you are, how helpful you are. They need you for computers. They need you for all these other things. In the adult world, they call that a consultant, and we make money doing that. So no more freebies, okay? So anyway, Hannah, it's been great to see you around City Hall. Hannah has been part of our she came in for our, what do you call it, when they pretend to be us and actually do a better job, so we shoo them away quickly. No, but we would like to see a lot of you back here, and I know everybody wants to be doctors, lawyers, and stuff like that, but you know, government needs your work too. It needs really bright people that are energetic and fun. So consider that, you know, put in a plug for that. Earlier, you heard that politicians can't speak for just 30 seconds, and I'm here to tell you that's wrong. We can, we just choose not to, because it's so fun. But anyway, your city is very proud of you. You know, a lot of us are parents, and we've grown up watching our kids grow, and it's special when we see the accomplishments that our young people do. When you go out there in the world, no matter what it is, make sure it's your passion, not somebody else's, and do good things. And when you do have those down periods, come back and hang out with us, because we're good. We're happy to have you here. So congratulations, and we did give you a certificate that is more valuable than that $2,600 scholarship stuff. So I'm sure you'll take that with you, hang it on your wall in your dorms or in your office or in your consultant office or wherever it may be, if you're out there construction working or whatever. So we're proud of you and all your accomplishments, and thank you so much for sharing this morning with us. Thanks.
Okay, so Mayor, I'm going to give the students a better tip. Do not bring that to college with people. People will not like it so much. But what you do is you leave it at home, and when you need money, Mom, look at my beautiful room with all these great accomplishments. I'm running low on dining dollars. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so at this point, we actually have a special presentation to make. So if Mr. Derek Roth will come forward. Mr. Roth is a fellow crier, and I'm super pregnant, so we really cry a lot today. In 2009, Calvary Chapel Murrieta Christian Schools joined the Student of the Month program. They've blessed our programs with their involvement, their sponsorship, their students, the families, and really the heart of service. So Sally Myers sent her regards this morning and asked me to read this on her behalf. Each month, Mr. Roth faithfully shares his students' favorite Bible scriptures and their passions. We are so sad to say that Calvary is retiring their high school program at the end of the month and will no longer be a part of our program. Sally and the Student of the Month program would like to wish Mr. Roth and Calvary and thank them for 10 years of sharing their love of Christianity and their heartwarming spirit with our program. We want to honor you with this medal so you get one of your own. Sorry.
No, thank you.
And on the back of his, we have said, thank you so much for everything, Mr. Roth. You have blessed us, and a Bible quote that Sally picked for you. So the Bible quote is Ephesians 1:15-16. For this reason, ever since I heard about your faith in the Lord Jesus and your love for all of God's people, I have not stopped giving thanks for you and remembering you in our prayers. So Mr. Roth, we are thankful for you. We pray for you in your new position and all the students who are going to be moving forward. Thank you so much. So, we will miss you all next year. And as Mrs. Myers always reads from her Maxwell book, today's word, students, is generosity. President Calvin Coolidge said, "No person was ever honored for what he received. Honor has been rewarded for what he gave." And you all are doing a fantastic job of that. Keep going, keep giving, because it's only going to make the world richer. And at this point, it is my honor to close the program. So we want to make sure that we take a group picture with your baskets out front. We want to thank all the sponsors who've made this year possible. We are hoping y'all are going to join us again next year. We'll see you in September. Thank you so much for helping the students pursue their passion and make a difference in this world and community. Volunteers, we couldn't do this all without you. High school staff, thank you for all that you do, all the countless hours, all that you give to our students. Families and students, we thank you. Congratulations on your success, and we can't wait to hear back from you in the future. So at this point, this is our end of the program. So everybody have a wonderful year, and congratulations.